Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, I'm doing a twin flame soulmate connection as we usually do on Wednesday, but usually we look into relationships that have come and gone, where there's been no contact, where there's been no reconciliation. Some of you are waiting forever. Today I thought I would look into a twin flame soulmate connection, a very powerful and fated connection, maybe a connection that hasn't actually taken form. Some of you could be waiting on a very important connection. You may sense that this connection could be around the corner. Now, let's not rule out that this could be something that has happened in the past and there was a breakup and there was separation. So, we're looking today, and I'm doing a Celtic cross. Okay, it's a twin flame soulmate or even karmic connection. Very important connection. One that is fated, one that you are inclined to believe is meant to be. Or you are waiting because you have not either met them yet, or it's more of a cerebral connection. It has not materialized. So we're doing a Celtic cross spread for a very important connection. This is obviously for singles and those who are hoping for reconciliation, everyone. We know Venus is with Pluto now in Capricorn. Almost dropped a pile of cards, just saved. And a lot will be going on in the next 2-3 months, even 4 months. So let's see what's going on. If it's an old relationship that's coming back to finish up with, or to redo, to reconcile, to rekindle, it will be different for each of you. Well, it's obviously a spiritual connection with a high priestess. For many of you, this could be an affair. Okay, a secretive connection, but it's more inclined to be a spiritual, on a higher level. It could be a relationship that's going through a process of ascension. She does hold a key. She holds a key here. So this is Pisces, Virgo. Pisces is more Neptunian, so it's more, I've imagined this, I've dreamed of this, or it's secretive, or I've sacrificed a lot and nothing has happened. And the High Priestess is also Virgo, which Virgo speaks to, remember, it's the Hermit. Virgo is the Hermit in the Major Arcana. Therefore, it could be where someone needed to take time out, go within, or maybe this is what's happening now in the next couple of months, to see the light. And it's one step before that Wheel of Fortune, let's say. Now, Virgo is practicality. It's our day-to-day life. It's where we need to put work in. It may be even sort of discern, or even just look at the details, maybe past messages. Maybe this is also saying something that was very magical or imagined or just very Neptunian, up in the air, could be becoming real. Virgo is Earth. Let's continue, dear Spirit. So thank you for your guidance. What is this connection all about? What is the potential for these twin flame soulmate connections to come together, or karmic connections? What does the future say, and what seems to be the future? What is the potential future? Of course, remember, we all have free will. Let's take the cards and see. So a powerful connection. I will be taking the angel answer cards. So you'll be thinking of a question. I will be taking this at the end of the reading. Okay, and I'll be using other cards as well. So start to think of what you want to ask Spirit. What's going on in the now? Four of Swords. So there's been a heartbreak, or someone's been waiting forever. Doesn't seem to be coming in. There's been a disappointment. Maybe it was an affair, a love triangle, or if it was not an affair, then it was maybe even secretive, or maybe there were other people that were involved in this. Four of Swords comes from the 3. So the third sword, we don't know who that is. It'll be different for each of you. That third sword could be a mother-in-law, it could be a child, it could be someone's social standing, it could be the world matters and what's really going on in the world now. We're not allowed to move, we're not allowed to breathe, we're not allowed to do much at all. So we're trying to heal, and there's been no movement because the warrior has come from war and he's focusing on that 3 of Swords, remember, trying to heal that broken heart. So there's been no action. What is the challenge? Maybe there was, some of you may have had a fight. Swords do speak to someone's perception, where maybe even the heartbreak is someone maybe even self-sabotaging a situation and saying, this cannot happen, it doesn't work, it's impossible, we're too far away from each other, or they're still in a marriage and I don't want to be the third person. There's many examples. Now the challenge is the 5 of Pentacles, exactly what I was thinking when I was talking about someone's social status. It could be also someone's financial situation, where there's for those of you that are already connected, and you know who this is, you're watching this reading for this connection. There may be an age difference, or there may be a difference in social standing. Societal norms need to be broken here. The challenge is to keep the faith and to believe that whatever has gone wrong, why there hasn't been any action is maybe also someone's beliefs. Maybe if they could be from a different religion, different part of the world. There could also be, as I said, a large age difference. And love comes in. Agape, thank you. Thank you for your blessing. You're always welcome, especially in twin flame readings, right? So Agape comes in. She's very loving. She's kissing me on the nose and licking my nose. And Agape, Mummy's got to work though. You know that. I know, sweetheart. So someone's in need of love, tenderness, affection. The challenge is both of you have felt as though there's been none of that. So what's at the foundation? What's the seed? We've got the 10 of Pentacles. So maybe someone was in a marriage. I know, sweetheart. Don't burn yourself. There are too many candles up here, love. You better get down. I love you too. Sweet pet. Thank you. And she's probably going to insist too. 10 of Pentacles does speak of an ending of a cycle. Maybe in the past there was a lot of happiness. Those of you that realized this connection, those of you that felt as though this was someone that was very much part of your family, so part of your tribe. Okay, that's a possibility because 10 of Pentacles speaks to family, it speaks to abundance. And again, it can speak to someone's financial standing. And maybe also someone was in another connection because it was something traditional, something tied in with money, their social status. But I do see here that the 10 of Pentacles turns into the Ace. So the seed has been planted. The seed has been planted either by you or by Spirit. This is what has, this comes from the past. Something that's fated. Let's see. We go from the 5 to the 10. Recent past, 8 of Wands. Maybe even someone moved. Some of you may have connected and then someone flew away, literally. This is, traveling through the air, taking a plane, or these are messages of love, Cupid's messages of passion and desire and lots of communication. And I don't know if, because what I've noticed here is the bow and arrow, which does speak to that Sagittarian energy, and Sag is where the South Node is. So some of us could be leaving something behind to make the space for this new relationship, to make room for something to fit into our lives. But we need to clear out everything that has finished and is not working for us. Remember, we had also a new moon, which was a solar eclipse in Sagittarius. So this is someone targeting now, they're focusing on something, the recent past, on what they desire, what they want to manifest, where they want to put their effort and their energy into. Remember, the eights are always infinity symbols, so it's like a repetitive, something unchanging. Some of you may have felt that something needs to change, or why is this not happening? Why am I always blocked? Why do I feel it's a matter of, it's just in front of me, it's so close, I feel it coming and it's still not coming. That's like the infinity symbol, which says to me the blockages could be from you, or they could be from spirit. Maybe it's got to do with divine timing. Some of you could be at a physical distance, of course. And for some of you, and maybe someone was in a marriage, but there was a lot of desire. You connected on a very sexual, deep connection. But I'm going to say also maybe there was a wound, some sort of a wound, something needed to be resolved. Okay, Sagittarian energy, different beliefs, different area of the world, maybe even all happening in divine timing. What's crowning this reading, please? We've got the Six of Cups, so it is a soulmate connection, but there's also children are in the story here. Okay, Six of Cups is probably maybe someone that you've known from the past, or as I said, someone that felt like your tribe or part of your family. Some of you may have also dreamed of this connection, and you feel as though you're expecting someone that has got that essence of you've known them before. Now, you've been very nostalgic. Someone's been nostalgic here, and as I said, with Venus retrograding in Capricorn for so long, lots of old flames will be coming back. Could also be people you've known forever, from school, from your childhood, or that there was a lot of trust. Maybe trust was broken. Let's see what the near future holds, the potential. Oh my goodness me. So, wow. Three of Swords, someone holding on to that heartbreak. Someone still not ready in the near future. Three of Swords. So there's still that either third situation, or someone is still going through that heartbreak, not healed yet. Okay, let's see where you're coming from. And swords can always speak to words, or miscommunication, or no communication, and I'm going to say also that on another level, everyone, because the Three of Swords comes before the Four, I'm just wondering if in the near future, if this is not you, this could be someone that either you're connected to if you were married in another relationship, or the person that your beloved is dealing with. So they could be breaking someone else's heart, or you're breaking someone else's heart. Let's see. The position of you is the Empress. And God knows you've got a lot of love to give. This is you wanting to manifest. This is you trying to be patient. Now this is Venus and Taurus. I do see it as Aries very many times as well, where Aries is like the seed, right, that's been planted here. Some of you have been so patient, but what you're seeing in the near future for some of you is that this is still not happening. Remember that the Empress speaks to pregnancy. It also speaks to the ability to manifest and feel abundant. She's also very nurturing, very motherly. So I don't know if some of you could be also breaking the heart of your children. Those of you that are mothers, especially those that have got younger children, I know that it's a hard decision many times, because no children want their parents to split or to break up. So you are the Empress, usually very nurturing, loving. Now, I'm not reading reversals. So again, I'm going to say with the Empress, this is the power of Venus. And Venus will be doing a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Like, she'll be doing somersaults. Yeah, she's going to be trying to jump through a hoop for love. And those relationships that are meant to go will go. Those that will pass the test, Pluto, right? Those will last. So remember, she's a 3. Let's see what's in your environment. The King of Swords. King of Swords could speak to a legal representative. It can also speak to an Aquarius, Gemini, or a Libra. Generally, it's Aquarian energy. It does speak to communication. Looks like the Divine Masculine. There could be an age difference. Divine Masculine could be also in another relationship and going through divorce. All this speaks to truthful communication that could be quite harsh, could be hard to deal with. Certain truths. Maybe also where there's been quiet and deception maybe in the past. Maybe this will be clarity. Someone's putting something straight, so sort of getting the truth out, which will bring a sense of enlightenment. Remember, he holds the Ace of Swords, which can also speak to a victory, the power of conversation, of communication, of clarity. And that Ace of Swords is the double-edged sword, which can be cutting, but it can also be freeing. Okay, speaking on another level. Now, this could be someone that works for the law. This could be someone that wears a uniform, someone that is very intelligent, very right brain thinking. So they've got an ingenious mind. Or this is someone that's coming out of divorce. Remember, the King of Swords is someone that has separated, divorced, and he's minding his heart. He's being very careful. He's seeing things from a different dimension. He's protecting his heart. Okay, so he's not going to let anyone hurt him, break his heart again. Let's see what is the hopes or fears, the position of hopes and fears. Oh my goodness. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, the King of Cups would be more Scorpio, but we do see a lot of fish here, which is the Piscean energy, and some of you could be hoping suddenly that someone comes through with that offer, the Ace of Cups, and what a cup is holding. It's huge. Or this is you being the Empress, let's say, and you've got a choice between two. Now, you could be, because in your environment is the King of Swords, if this is two different people, then yes, you could be going through divorce, separation, or you are dealing with someone that was just very detached, could also be narcissistic, could be very, harsh with their words. Their words are like knives. And having the power of the mind is also control. So control is a big thing, where someone maybe is trying to control you, keep you where they want you, and that sort of leads on to narcissism and difficult connections and relations. So you could be either hoping to connect with a King of Cups, or you are hoping that someone that has shown to be very detached and cold, that they will open up and speak to you truthfully from their heart. Okay, so it'll be different for each of you. The potential outcome, dear Spirit, we've got the Page of Pentacles. So this is a messenger. Page of Pentacles is a new beginning. It's a messenger that comes through, and the potential is that someone here is either a father, more than likely, or they're looking at their money. They're looking at this long term, if there is ever a potential for a long-term commitment. So moving in together, or, bringing this from the airy-fairy level and bringing it down to earth and making it real. Now, the Page of Pentacles, remember, is a page where someone is studying a situation, but it does speak to someone's values. It can speak to someone's monetary situation as well. But the Page of Pentacles is very promising for something long-term. And maybe someone could also be dealing with, you know, paying money out, child support, alimony if they're going through divorce. Okay, so let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Oh, wow, and we've got the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands does speak to a very sexual connection. The light comes on. This is powerful. This is the seed. This is a potential for something to take off. There's a lot of desire here to connect physically. Fire does speak to life, as I always say. Ace of Wands, a lot of passion to move forward. This is like the power within, because thinking of the astrology, Mars is in Sagittarius, right? And Mars being the warrior, because here the warrior is taking time out. They're needing to heal. They haven't been doing much. They've been soul searching. Right, because there were maybe a lot of blockages, a lot of difficult situations connected to this connection. Right, and maybe even money issues. But I feel here that with Mars moving through Sagittarius, I'm feeling a sense of adventure, or feeling a sense of freedom to be able to move forward. Mars, as I've said in the astrology, is starting to sort of, he's looking for Venus. He's lost Venus. They're quite apart. She's going into the underworld. So she will be in hiding. So Mars is going to be doing the work. He's going to be challenged to look for his beloved. And those, obviously, that are driven a lot by fire, that have got a lot of fire in their chart, or maybe this was a connection also that was just a very sexual connection. And it's trying to change. So even if this was a connection that, you know, didn't sort of take off the ground, because we see that the divine feminine is more, she's either a couple of steps ahead from the divine masculine, or she's older than the divine masculine, or she's a mother and she's got her family to look after, her children. Or there could be another mother that's involved in the situation. So it's going to be a chasing game. Mars is going to have to prove himself to see how much he desires to connect with her. And maybe she's putting him through hoops. Maybe she was put through hoops before. Let's see what the Mystic Moon Oracle has. Thank you, Spirit. I did speak of ascension, so this connection is going through an ascension process. Now, this also shows a boat and water, so someone is needing to transition. This could be a physical move. You could be separated by water as well. It reminds me of the Six of Swords. Oh my God. There's the tower. Something happened, obviously. Destruction, it says. And this was like a catastrophe. Tower moment does speak to a major shift, an awakening, an aha moment, or there was a breakup. Okay, so very, very challenging. So this ascension was stopped because of major changes. Remember that this would be Pluto. It's like the tower, obviously. Pluto and Mars. So maybe there was a destruction or a major shift or an aha moment that the divine masculine is having. We've got new direction. So maybe this ascension process, which could be what both of you are going through, or the divine masculine, let's say, because of Mars. Now, with even Venus retrograding in Pluto, obviously the divine feminine has got her own issues. But I just want you to know that they will be meeting up. So whatever they're going through now, Mars is going through, like, he's dealing with old matters, fated, karmic old matters that he needs to shed. It's like he's going through the phoenix rising up from the ashes. Same with Venus on another level, because Venus is looking at who values her. Venus is looking at, she's done a disappearing act because she's going to rise up as you know, rebirthed as well. So they're both going through their own challenges, maybe even separately, but this transition and this tower moment, this major shift that's going on in all relationships, let's say, is promising a new cycle. This is a very big cycle that is ready to start, but we're ending. This could also be an 8-year cycle that we are dealing with, and this cycle was ruled by Kronos and Saturn. So the restrictions and the limitations were there, and someone needed to grow and to mature. But there's a new direction. We see the sun coming through. Now this could be the divine masculine, having like gone through major changes so that they could see the light and take this new path. Refocus, retrograde, everyone. So either it's you or it's the other person, or it's both of you are refocusing your lives where matters of love is concerned. Redoing, revisiting, retrograde. Venus will be coming out of retrograde end of January, but she will still be going through her shadow phase. And Mercury will also be retrograding, so expect old flames from the past, revisiting, more communication, lots of things unsaid will be said. Yeah, there's the divine feminine in a lot of grief. She is like on the inside waiting for her knight in shining armor to come through. Lots of grief, lots of worry for the divine feminine. Let's see. And we've got forgiveness. Oh my God, there's the divine masculine asking for forgiveness. Obviously the divine masculine did something that was not correct. That and there's grief in both. Both are feeling left out in the cold. And we've got a mirroring effect, you see. So whatever one person is going through, the other person is going through as well. That's really interesting. So let's take a Karma Dharma card and see. So it looks like the divine masculine is going through a shadow phase there. You know, a darkness. Look at how dark the card is. They're spending time alone. They've done a lot of thinking, a lot of soul searching. The divine feminine is more in the light, so she's more awoke to this connection, I would say. Let's see. What's the Karma Dharma play, Spirit? And we've got the Death card, Pluto, so on point. The Death card also speaks to Scorpio. Remember, we've got the snake here, the serpent, which speaks to poison, death, transformation, depth, sexual connection, money coming through from other people, from a partner. Maybe that's what was challenged. The forbidden fruits, obviously it's an affair. It's a secretive affair for many of you. But remember, Pluto is in Capricorn, and I just wanted to ask you what was going on for you in your love life roughly 2013 and 2014, roughly around that time. Something significant concerning that time and now will be connecting. You can connect the dots for yourself. Let's just restart my camera. Now Scorpio, remember Mars has just been passing through Scorpio, so Mars has gone deep. Mars has looked at his skeletons in the closet, and it's as though he's gone through a death and a transformation. But remember that Venus passed through Scorpio first. So she sort of is ahead. She's a few steps ahead of the divine masculine. But the fact that Venus and Pluto are connecting means that, yes, there will be huge changes going on. All right, let's take another deck, Before I take another layer here, I'd like to see from the energy oracle. Let's see what the message is here. Start to think of your question, please. And also I want to say that we know that a death and a resurrection is never easy, and it takes time. Remember now that we've had a new moon in Scorpio. That was on the 4th of November, and the next new moon was in Sagittarius on the 4th of December. So from one new moon to another new moon, which the second one was a solar eclipse, something was eclipsed maybe. Something is being eclipsed, right? But also the fact that we're finishing up with the South Node in Sagittarius and the North Node in Gemini. So the mutable signs, Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Pisces, they're finished going through a major fundamental change and fated and karmic changes. Now we've all got those mutable signs in our chart somewhere, so which area do they rule for you? But also that we had a lunar eclipse. It was a full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Taurus, which is on the axis Taurus Scorpio. A lunar eclipse is an ending, and remember that Taurus is Venus ruled, so whatever we don't love, whatever doesn't pay us, whatever doesn't give us that security, we are letting go of. And that happened on the 19th of November. We're in those energies now. So that speaks to very much the energies from the Mystic Moon Oracle. So we're entering now, beginning of 2022, a different axis where our values, our money, our the way we connect emotionally, deeply, and sexually to our relationships is going through a lot of change. Okay, maybe even if someone counted this connection more so on a material level, this is changing. Maybe someone was only focused on what gave them that security. Can I build on this connection? Or both of us are coming, let's say, from a we don't have enough money. This cannot happen because of our financial situation. And God knows the past couple of years, so many people losing their job. Finances are at the fore. Okay, and we're going to have a financial crisis. We're already in a difficult time financially. Everyone. That's got to change. Let's see what happens. The thinking woman. The thinking woman. So this would be more the Libra energy, like the Queen of Swords, and it's in the reverse. Let's read the reversed message, everyone. I'm going to put the card upright. It's a number 47. Thinking and speaking, I'm going to say, because remember we've got the King of Swords, who is usually partnered up with the Queen of Swords. So this thinking woman, maybe too much thought, maybe not enough communication, maybe it's got something to do with intellect, with perception, with intelligence, with communication. But she's in the reverse. Number 47 does equal an 11, which is also justice. A woman maybe, the divine feminine, may be thinking of divorcing as well. Let's see the reverse message, everyone. This card reverse could represent a difficult time for your own personal growth. You may be feeling confused about your personal purpose or disconnected from your heart's true path. Look within and open up to your own inner guidance. Trust your intuition about what you need to learn in order to move on. The thinking woman reversed could also indicate a woman who is misleading you or giving you misinformation of some sort. Be aware and set boundaries. Remember, your own spirit is always your best guide. So, discernment. That's what I get from this card. And if we could always say here also that the divine feminine has just stopped acting totally. Or the thinking woman, let's say the divine feminine, is also, yes, detached now. So looking at things from a different point of view. Let's take more cards here and see. Maybe she's also self-sabotaging. But we see a butterfly on the card. I notice a butterfly there again. So a lot to do with that Plutonian energy. Maybe this is also someone that needs time to think. Yeah. Let's look at the Four of Swords. My right ear is buzzing, which says I'm going to hear something. I don't know. I don't know. Why do we have the Four of Swords here? Dear Spirit, why do we have the Four of Swords in the now? Four of Swords in the now. Now position. Or whenever you watch this. The Chariot. Judgment. And the Knight of Swords. So there's been a fight, obviously an argument. Someone was very critical. Maybe they made the wrong decision. Someone was trying to overcome obstacles, but I think that maybe information was missing. Or someone is taking time out because they're dealing with legalities. This could be second chances coming through. Why do we have the Five of Pentacles in the challenge position? We've got the Five of Wands, so it is challenges. Other people, 2 fives do speak to changes. That's why the Five of Pentacles is in the challenge position. There's lots of changes going on. So maybe even again, someone going through conflict, feeling conflicted about, you know, do they miss me just the way I miss them? Or are they ever going to enter my life? There's the Four of Swords again. My goodness. We've got the hour clock there, which speaks to timing. Someone is needing time. Maybe they took longer than what was than what you were hoping or what was meant to be. Okay, maybe because there's other people involved here as well with that Five of Wands. And we've got the Eight of Pentacles. So the challenge is to look at things closely. This is the Virgo card. Someone maybe has been challenged. They've been putting in the effort, maybe not getting anywhere. Or someone is really conflicted about, is it worth putting in the effort here? Will they reciprocate? Should I reach out again? Will they reciprocate? All this could be in relation to work. You know, business and pleasure do not mix well. So let's see the foundation. Ten of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. The Moon. So there has been secrecy, a lack of truth, and there's the Ten of Swords. 11 Swords, right? Or maybe a decision between one or the other. Maybe there was deception here as well. The Ten of Swords, 2 tens do speak to an ending of a cycle. Maybe also fears. Fears concerning being stabbed in the back, being deceived, if this was not a practical and trusting relationship. Let's look at that Eight of Wands. We've got the Hanging Man. We've got the Two of Wands, and I want to say the recent past position holds the Hanging Man, which could be a clandestine affair, secretive, or there was a sense of imprisonment, or someone needed to just close up a major cycle in their life. They're dealing with things right now. Two of Wands is like it's like someone obviously making a choice, but you know, the choice that is made, the choice that they make is what they desire to move forward towards. And this could also speak to physical distance again. Or someone having a choice between two, right? Or someone waiting on that door to open. So a chance, being given a second chance. And for those messages to come through, or the ability to actually be able physically to move. Could be at a physical distance. Temperance does speak to Archangel Michael. It's all happening in divine timing. People need to heal. People need to be in sync, in balance, and well before they can open the next door in their life if either you or the other person is coming out of another relationship. And Spirit says that everyone needs to be in position. They all need to be taken care of before this can manifest. Let's look at the Six of Cups. We've got the Devil. And the Devil is Chronos. It's Saturnian. It's fears, restrictions, someone who's in a toxic relationship. That's why maybe they looked elsewhere. The Devil is also a great sexual connection. Two people that are very, very attracted to each other. But again, and I'm going to say also that maybe one of the two, and I feel it's more so the divine masculine that could have been coming through more sexual. The divine feminine wanted more that emotional connection, that nurturing. Remember, she's a mother. She's showing up as a mother. And maybe the restrictions were also children. Now maybe with the Six of Cups, remember at the top of the reading would be on, what's on someone's mind. This is great attraction, but now this is more emotional and nostalgic and more heartfelt. Let's take a couple of cards here. So we've got the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups could also be someone thinking to apologize. Page of Cups is an unexpected offer, and again, it could be a child. So, Pisces, again, unconditional love or confusion or deception. And we've got the Six of Cups twice there, so there is an offer that someone is coming, thinking of making, or, for those of you that have felt someone could be coming through, someone that you have not known, it looks like you feel it, they feel you as well. We've got the Six of Cups twice there, but it's all happening when it's meant to happen. Remember, the Devil is a Capricorn, and it could be happening in the Capricorn season, everyone, or as Venus will start to move direct in after her retrograde in Capricorn. So I'm just wondering, for some of you, could also be early March, because that's when Venus will leave Capricorn. When she's done the work, she will leave her gifts behind. And Capricorn is a challenge. It's like someone either having been in a controlling situation where that's leaving their life, whatever it was, another relationship or their career or their work or their social standing, whatever it is. But remember that Capricorn also, and Saturn does reward after the work has been done. Remember that Venus, as she's going to be rebirthed, she will come through as, she'll be visible in the sky, which when Venus is visible in the sky, that means that love is possible. When she's invisible, love is impossible. And this also speaks to money matters. So if someone has owed you money, I don't expect it to come through very soon. Let's look at that Three of Swords. We've got the Empress. 2 threes. So we've got the Three of Swords. We've got the High Priestess, a third person, right? A High Priestess is usually the woman that's in the shadows, in hiding, a third person. Whether it's a divine masculine or a divine feminine, remember this is a general reading. Now again, the Empress could also be a mother figure or a mother-in-law. The High Priestess does speak to intuition. It speaks to a spiritual connection. The High Priestess was the first card that fell through. Remember, she held a key. So the key, the resolution, can speak to the fact that there will be nurturing and providing. Someone's finding a solution. They're finding a solution, but this is also saying that maybe stay in secrecy, maybe keep this secret for a while, I don't know. We've got the Page of Wands, so the messenger comes through, someone's ready to take a leap of faith towards their desires, go on that adventure. Page of Wands, the minor arcana of the Fool. What's the Empress about, please? We've got the World card, the Six of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. So something connected to secrecy again. Someone maybe even planning or strategizing a physical move. The World card also speaks to a major karmic cycle ending successfully and then moving on to calmer waters. And the Seven of Swords is intelligence. So this Empress finds a way to end a major karmic cycle, maybe even to transition physically and also intuitively, in a very intelligent way, transition from where she's been stuck. She's finished a major cycle in her life. Let's look at that King of Swords. And I'm going to say also with the Seven of Swords, maybe there has been secrecy, maybe there has been deception, even from the Empress. So she could be also the one that has stepped out of a relationship because the Seven of Swords is on her. Let's see, and this could be her having secretly planted that seed, which is growing, and she's waiting for it. She's waiting to give birth to it. I usually see her as 3 months pregnant. Here she is practically there. So 6 months at the most, she should be giving birth to whatever it is she's creating. Let's look at the King of Swords. The Death card. Death card, so Scorpio. This is where they seem to be the same person. Now I'm going to say Scorpio, which is usually the King of Swords. We've got the Death card, Scorpio. And Aquarius are both in square. They're fixed signs. So this could be, if this is one person, your beloved or the person you're waiting on, know that they're going through many changes because they did not like change. They did not want to get uncomfortable. These are the fixed signs. So there's a sense of stubbornness here as well. Let's have a look at the Death card. Or some of you are leaving in Aquarius. We've got the Seven of Cups. So this is dreamy energy. This is imagination. This is also deception. Those of you that have been deceived by King of Swords, you could be leaving them. Or if this is your person, they could be leaving someone that was deceptive with them. Because Seven of Cups can speak to someone who's had many choices, many other people in their life that they could choose. And we've got Justice. So yes, this does speak to a divorce or a separation because of an affair, because of illusion and deception. Justice is a number 11. The chips will fall where they fall. We cannot get away from justice. This is very, very karmic. It's karma dharma. Justice will always catch up with us. Karma. Let's look at that King of Cups. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. So maybe even they may also have this King of Cups. They may also have Sagittarius in their chart, or they could be a foreigner, or they could be at a physical distance, or they're going through major endings in their life, or something is playing out connected to karma and fate. And we know that the Wheel of Fate is Jupiter, so it does speak to something very happy and the ability to expand. It does speak to optimism, truth, and justice. We've got the Three of Cups, which can speak to a reconciliation, and the Page of Pentacles as well as there. So Three of Cups, wow, the cards are starting to jump. So Three of Cups, rekindling, someone going through divorce, leaving another person. Someone could share children. I mean, the Empress showing up twice could be also on another level, two different Empresses. And what I mean by that is maybe a divine masculine was attracted, or their past partnership was family related, where they had an Empress, the mother of their children. Maybe this is the flame Two of Wands. Remember, one of the wands are tied up. Maybe this is what they're letting go of. And I'm going to say also a child may have also been very important. Maybe even a pregnancy, which was sort of fated. And that was the challenge, where they may have committed, or it just took them forever to fix things, to see what they truly wanted in their life. Where did they want to be? Okay, so let's see, because we've got the Page of Pentacles twice. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. We have the Queen of Swords, which is also the thinking woman. Libra. We've got the Eight of Swords. So I feel that the Queen of Swords is more than likely cutting away, letting go, or communicating something related to her fears, her perception. She's cutting away at the blockages, or maybe even changing the way she sees things, the way she perceives things. Remember, we've got the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords here. So this can speak to someone going through legalities. Remember, the Eight of Swords is someone's perception of feeling blocked or trapped, right? But this messenger is sort of going to be the seed, or the an offer that comes through to either communicate, to clear the air, to see clearly, and to make a judgment, I'm going to say. And we've got the Five of Swords, so we've got a lot of swords here. 13, 14 swords with the Queen of Swords, which is 5 swords. 5 swords do speak to self-sabotage. It does speak to challenges, yes. Other people involved, yes. Legalities. But 5s, remember, always speak to challenges. So there's going to be a critical moment here where there's competitive energy. This is like confronting a situation that kept you blocked, you or the other person. Or this is again confrontation, or just an intelligent meeting. And when I speak of intelligence, because remember, in the Five of Swords, we've got one person holding the swords, so being able to outsmart the other two. So I don't know how that speaks to you personally, but remember, through conversation and through a sense of detachment, or needing to see things clearly and from a detached place, even though it's challenging, I do feel that the Queen of Swords, being Libra, remember Venus rules Libra as well. This is what we're looking at with the Venus retrograde. We've got the Queen of Wands here. We know that she's all about desire. We know that she's all about creation and being able to manifest. Let's see what this Ace of Wands, what's beneath it. We've got the Hermit, and I spoke about the Hermit mode and someone trying to see the light. Someone maybe even just being too much about the nitty-gritty, you know, looking at messages and just sort of getting stuck on those. So what did they mean by this? Or what did that dream of mine mean? And remember that the Hermit could also speak to someone who is wise, someone who is seeking the knowledge, seeking how, you know, the information on how do they move forward. This can speak to a legal representative. It can be a detective. It can be an astrologer. It can be anyone with a Hermit. So the Virgo is all about, the Virgo archetype is all about, remember, service. Because Virgo, when you look at the, you know, the depiction of Virgo, many times it shows a divine feminine holding wheat. So she's very providing and very nurturing, like Mother Gaia. She's Virgo, the archetype of Virgo is very similar in the energy of the Empress. So someone being very motherly, and we've got the Knight of Wands, Sagittarian energy, someone running with their desires, Someone maybe that did could also be someone who travels a lot, who comes from a distance. This could also be someone that was a bit of a player in the past, but now they're seeking the light and they're seeing the light comes on. We turn on the light and we see clearly. In the past, we had temperance. So it was all about divine timing, maybe even letting go of old beliefs, old situations. There's the fight, 7 of Wands, staying on track. 7 of Wands is someone that feels like they've got the world on their shoulders. They've got too much there that they're needing to take care of. I hope that you've you figured out your question. I'm going to take 3 Sibilas on the forgiveness card. We have, this is the 8 of Cups, the card of Speranza, fear or hope. The divine masculine is hoping that if the divine feminine is in another connection, that they will leave that connection. Or they're fearing that maybe if they left, that they've lost their chance. Or maybe they were fearing leaving a connection because of children that they were in. But this is also a card of hope. Let's see. We've got the Ace of Cups and pleasant conversations around a table. So I don't know who the conversations are concerning, but these are pleasant conversations. This could be with family. This could be with the divine feminine and divine masculine coming together and having a challenging, a difficult talk. But then this brings the possibility of the Ace of Cups, right? So Ace of Cups, that is a potential for a new beginning. Ace of Cups is also someone maybe having filled their own cup for a while. Okay, maybe even clearing the air with the people that were involved here and being happy with that. So there's a sense of relief here. And it's interesting that we've got, you know, it's in this depiction, excuse me, we see a woman here who's very much, she's like the Empress. So it's as though she's in a position of leadership. It's as though, you know, these people get the green light. And I feel that this driving force is Venus going through a great transformation. And remember that Venus also rules Libra, so all relationships are in the picture. Someone maybe needed to feel balanced and have gotten the green light before they can move forward on what it is that they love, the connection that they love. Maybe they felt that they needed to take care of business with other family members or a past situation before they can move forward. And we've got the 8 of Swords here. Again, jealousy or past hurts and regrets. This is not easy because someone has got regrets and this is quite challenging. Someone trying to hold on to something. And there's jealousy, and jealousy does speak to the snake, the serpent here. These are dark emotions, Plutonian. Maybe there has been also jealousy in the past from your divine masculine if you were in another connection, or the other way around. Let me restart my camera once more. Okay, let's take a couple more cards. And we've got, lovely, I don't think I need to take any more. We've got the 6 of Wands and we've got the Consolante Sorpresa. Now the Consolante Sorpresa is very much my Uranus Tower card. It's like Uranus from Taurus, where someone's been looking at what they value. Remember that Uranus is moving through Taurus. And it's all about our money, our values. Is there value enough for me in this connection? Can we find the security, the stability, and the practicality, make this real? And Uranus does sort of bring sudden tower moments and changes where someone was feeling uncomfortable, and the tower moment, this is spirit bringing in the changes. This is not us and us having the ability to bring on a tower moment. It's more the divine. And remember that the tower is also Mars, and Mars now being on the south node says that someone is being courageous and they're going to take care of whatever is necessary so that they could, again, detach and be able to move forward in a sense of freedom and take the path that they feel called to concerning matters of love and do the chasing. Well, the divine masculine now doesn't matter if it's because we all have divine feminine and divine masculine energies within us, but I feel that the more so the divine masculine, so fire and air, is what's showing up more powerful at this time. So fire is Leo, Sagittarius and Aries, and Aries, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. So it's our desire as well as our perception. Now, consolante sorpresa, so there's a consolation prize coming left field. So an unexpected turn of events which will bring lots of value, and you know, this is an amazing change that's coming through. It's very much like the eclipse energies as well. So you're not expecting someone to come through, or you're not expecting these changes, but they will happen. And we've got omaggio di preziosi, the precious gift. So the work that's been done towards this precious, valuable connection. These are the rewards. Omaggio di preziosi, it's a precious gift. If not a materialistic gift, which can also be a gift that is sent out as an apology. Now the gift could be a message. It doesn't have to be something that is of monetary value, right? So are you ready to ask your question? Because I'm ready to take a message. I may take a couple. We'll see what's beneath the mirroring. We've got the divine feminine, more awake here. She's very spiritual as well. Very spiritual. Maybe through this hardship, through this hard connection, one that she's been waiting for, let's say, maybe now could be the realization of that, or the changes coming through. So that light at the end of the tunnel. And remember the Empress, who is someone who's needing to give birth. So I'm taking a message, everyone. You can pause the video if you are not ready. Meditation brings answers. So someone looking for answers through meditation, through astrology, through tarot, and through being the hermit. We've got opportunity, and we've got a lot of gold and a lot of riches, a lot of abundance coming through from the air, from spirit. So there's an opportunity here that comes to you after meditation, which means someone's been in a meditative moment, chapter, needing to heal the past, needing to overcome and let go of the bad blood, let's say, that maybe was there, which brought on this death and transformation, right? We've got romance, so there is an opportunity for romance. And those of you that have felt as though you've been in a very telepathic connection, this is very positive as well. Because what you've felt, you know, you think of them and you see a number, or you think of them and then you see their name. This is all telepathy. This is a spiritual connection on a very high level. Let's take a couple of my love cards, my love messages. Thank you, Spirit. These are thoughts, perceptions, words, or possibly messages coming through. What's beneath the Queen of Wands? And we've got the Knight of Cups. We've got the King of Cups, Knight of Cups, Page of Cups. So, Romance is like the Two of Cups. Two people come together as one. There is a contract on the cards. There's an opportunity for an agreement. What are the thoughts? What is the perception? What are the words that need to be exchanged, or thoughts? I love my freedom in my life. I cannot handle monogamy and being tied down with one person. If you're still interested, call me. This would be obviously our Knight of Wands here. Where are they coming from? From the Temperance, which could be at a physical distance. Seven of Wands, maybe someone that's just got a bit of an ego. Remember, the Seven of Wands comes after the Six. So maybe this is someone that's successful in what they do. Maybe they deceived you as well. Maybe seven things are up in the air. Conflict. They were not ready to settle. Win or lose, I'm going to take the chance. Chance on love or chance on the casino. Two of Pentacles, up in the air, needing to make a choice. Hedging one's bets, being in between two worlds. Trying to hold up to relationships. Maybe that was deception. Let's see. But someone's ready to take a chance. Chance on love here. They're ready to make their decision. Are you the one? And that's the Three of Cups. That's like rekindling, or the chance to let's see what's at the bottom. The chance to come back together and to find happiness. Someone is asking themselves, or they're soul searching on, is this the right connection? Is this the person that I'm meant to be with? Are you the one? And I just want to reference the movie Somewhere in Time with Christopher Reeve and Jane Seymour. I remembered her name. Well done, Kath. She actually asked him if he was the one. So a very telepathic connection, very spiritual, twin flames for sure. So we've got a 10 and a 2 again, having to wait. You are so hot, I want you, you drive me crazy. 8 of Wands, messages come through quickly. This does relate to a sexual connection as well. Or someone is ready to take a plane. Ready, those messages are ready to take flight. Oh my goodness. We've got the Knight of Cups, yep, Vedavor, 3 of Swords, the Widower, or a divine masculine that is in mourning, having lost a very important connection, or crying and mourning their past. We've got the Knight of Cups, L'amante, Romeo is here. We've got the Imeneo, which is a spiritual connection. As you can see here, he's giving her a ring, and the ring is going to be very valuable. This offer, if it's not a ring, it's a very spiritual, very strong attraction, sexually, emotionally. And there is also the Ace of Wands. This is an ace, which I love to see. We've got a few aces here in the reading. So this can take off. It's got the possibility, once the change is probable, once the changes are made, remember that Spirit and the Divine has got a say in the situation here, but there's also free will. So always our actions are a domino effect. Let's just take a peek, and I will leave you with that. What's at the bottom of the angel answers? And we've got forgiveness. Well, that really does come through. There is the forgiveness. We need to forgive and forget, or let go. Maybe even forgive ourselves. So forgiveness is very important, everyone. The messages are totally clear and concise. Thank you, dear Spirit, for your guidance. And thank you all for taking the time out and being here, spending your precious time with me. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and also sharing this video. Share the message. I will leave you with that. Love and light to all of you. Talk to you soon. Ta-da.